cash us out. We hit our MLB opening day slip. Our 4 plays absolutely cashed all over the board. Garrett Crochet over 7.5 strikeouts. Bang. Corey Seager over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Bang. Bryce Harper under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Bang! He went over 4 on the day. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, in like the 5th or 6th inning, hits his 6th strikeout to cash us out and take us home. We cash out for nearly 9x on these 4 plays. Super excited. First 4-man we've hit a little bit of a while on this channel. Maybe I need to start giving out more MLB plays. Hey, I know the video didn't perform as well as it normally does for NBA plays, but hey, man. I'm going to start posting more MLB plays, but that's going to be going into my VIP moving forward, and then maybe we'll do some free plays for the MLB after the NBA playoff season goes on. But we also cashed out our Novig 100X Challenge. Bang! 5-0 sweep across the board. Kobe White over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists goes for exactly 22 to cash out day 5 of our Novig 100X Challenge. If you're new to this channel and you haven't been following along, I've been taking a single straight bet on Novig every single day and then rolling over the winnings to the next day until we 100x our money. So we've hit day 6. I believe if we cash out 2 or 3 more plays in a row, we 100x our money. So it's still not too late to hop on and join on the train. Guys, we've been absolutely on fire with this. I'll quickly recap the plays that we've hit on this streak, starting with Jaylen Brown, PRA, Jalen Duren under PRA, Jalen Brunson over assists, Joel Embiid over PRA, and then Kobe White over 20.5 PRA. Guys, we are absolutely on fire. I'm dialed in on these plays for this Novig 100X Challenge. And if you guys want to join, I will be revealing this play for day 6 a little bit later in this video. So stay tuned to that. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If we hit 30 likes on this video, I'm going to give out a bonus play for Saturday's plays. So stay tuned. I know we have March Madness going on as well. Bit of a crazy time in all the sports world with MLB starting. Sweet 16 going on in March Madness. Got the Masters coming up soon. So, guys, if you want to hop on this Novig 100X Challenge or just for any of the other sports you're betting on, guys, you need to get on Novig. They're offering a new sign-up bonus recently where they changed it. So now you get you can spend $5 in the app and get $50 in bonus when you use my code TEACH10 to unlock. So go spend $5 either on the Novig 100X Challenge you join on, or take it on a different bet and then use the $50 bonus and put some of that towards the 100X Challenge. So go get on Novig for that. And as for Underdog, guys, we literally just cast this 4-man in the MLB. We're on a 5-0 run. Absolutely crazy. You guys can sign up to Underdog and get $5 or spend $5 and get $50 in bonus when you use my code TEACH10. So between both Novig and Underdog, you can put just $10 in and get $100 bonus between the 2 apps. Incredible value. You don't have to put up a ton of your money, but you get a lot in return from both of these apps. The link will be in the description below for both Novig and Underdog, so you can sign up there. Super easy. All right. Enough yapping. Let's get into these plays for NBA Friday. We're back in the NBA after the MLB opening day. We're starting off with Aaron Naismith under 3.5 rebounds. He's gone under this line in 9 of his last 10 games. Only had 1 game where he's gone over at exactly 4 rebounds. And on the entire season, gone under at 52% of these games. That's 23 of 44 games where he's gone under, averaging just over 4 rebounds on the season. But you can see a significant drop-off in the last 15 or so games. Really what we're looking at here. Head-to-head against the Clippers, he's gone under this line in 2 of his last 3 matchups. All 3 of those being, 2 of those going back to last season, and then 1 matchup this season. Literally, that was 3 weeks ago about, where he went for exactly 3 rebounds. So, proven he's gone under this season in the last matchup. Another reason to feel good about this. The Clippers overall rank 7th best in the league in terms of rebounds allowed, and at the small forward position, actually a little bit better, 6th best in the league. They allow about 5 rebounds per game. So that's a great average to go up against. Obviously, Aaron Naismith's not going to be the only small forward playing in this game, but he does play a ton of minutes, close to 29 minutes per game. But even with the minutes, and even some increased minutes where he's played 34, 35 minutes, still not even able to get the job done, right? 2 rebounds here, 2 there. Doesn't really get a ton of rebound chances in general for that many minutes as well. just over about 5 rebound chances per game with that many minutes over the last 10. Just not a ton of opportunity. So he doesn't really get a ton of rebound opportunities, but he plays a bunch of minutes. So I still feel comfortable, even if he plays like 35, 36 minutes. I still feel very confident about this under with the head-to-head matchup on the season, especially over the last 10, and the matchup at the small forward position. So I love this play to go under for Friday. Moving on to play number 2, we're taking Jarrett Allen over 7.5 rebounds. Jarrett Allen's gone over this line in 8 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging 9.8 rebounds over this last 10. 8 of his last 10. I think I said 9 of his last 10. 8 of his last 10, averaging 9.8 rebounds over that stretch. As you can see here, you see he's actually missed in the last 2, where he's had a bunch of rebound chances over the last 10 games, averaging 17 rebound chances per game, which is absolutely crazy. He plays 29 minutes per game, too, so he's on the court a lot. Last game didn't play as many minutes, only played like 20 minutes, so kind of why he had less. So other than that, but I wouldn't be worried about that. Head-to-head against the Miami Heat, Jarrett Allen's actually gone over this line in 7 of his 9 matchups against the Heat. Absolutely crazy. So, plays very well against this line against the Heat. In the 2 games he's missed, he's had exactly 7 rebounds. So he hasn't had less than 7 rebounds whenever he's played the Heat. Fantastic matchup. Makes me feel very confident about this play. Big reason why I absolutely love this. Averaging 9.22 rebounds per game against the Heat. On the entire season, hit over this line in 59% of his games and playing very well over his last 10 or 15 as well. Really picked it up over the second half of the season since the All-Star break. So feeling really good about this for Jarrett Allen. Going up against the Heat rank second last. They're the second worst team in the league in terms of rebounds allowed. And at the center position, they rank 25th in the league, so that's like 6th worst in the NBA, giving up over 10 rebounds per game to the center position. All the more reason to feel absolutely confident in this play. If any of the other data didn't tell you anyways, everything is pointing to over 7.5 rebounds for Jarrett Allen in this matchup. Moving on to play number 3, my favorite play for Friday. This guy has been on an absolute tear. It's Jaylen Brown over 39.5 PRA. He's gone over this line in 7 of his last 10 games and actually hit in 5 straight games where he's gone for 40-plus in each of those last 5, averaging 39.1 PRA over his last 10. You can see he's had a few games where he's either hasn't played his full minutes. Like here, you see he only played like 15 minutes here. Big reason why they're taking the average down. So if he had like a normal game, this average probably is above 40. So that's something to take into consideration as well in this matchup against this line. Now, the Celtics are facing up against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks rank 18th in points allowed, 24th in rebounds allowed, and 15th in assists allowed. So not very good, all worse than league average in those 3 categories. Against small forwards, much worse, especially in terms of points. 27th in the league in points allowed, so that's 4th worst in the league. Giving up almost 17 points per game, 24th in rebounds, and 12th in assists, giving up almost 6 rebounds per game and almost 3 assists per game as well. So very great matchup at the small forward position for Jaylen Brown. I feel very confident in this. Jaylen Brown has been going absolutely crazy, averaging almost 11 assist chances over his last 10 and almost 11 rebound chances over his last 10. So he's been averaging a potential triple-double over his last 10 games. He gets so much opportunity. He plays so many minutes, 34, 35 minutes per game over his last 10, shooting 46% on almost 19 shots per game, which is crazy. Shooting 30% from 3. Really doesn't take a ton of threes, especially over his last 10 recently, which is interesting. You think a guy like Jaylen Brown would take a little bit more shots, but not necessarily. But he does get a bunch of free throws, 8 or 9 free throws per game. Look at this chunk over like the last 5. He shot 19 of 21 from the free throw line against the Suns, made 9, made 8, made 9, made 12 in each of his last 5 games. So he hasn't made less than 8 free throws over his last 5 games. So he's getting a ton of opportunity going to the stripe, picking up some easy points, stopping the clock as well. That's why free throws are huge for any matchup where you're taking an over on a guy's PRA, stopping the clock and picking up points. The Hawks have allowed the last two small forwards that they've gone up against to go over and go way over their lines with Duncan Robinson and Asar Thompson, so that's something really to factor in there as well. Everything is just pointing to Jaylen Brown taking the over here. He's just been playing absolutely crazy. I mean, the triple-double potential over the last 10, fantastic matchup against the Hawks. Head-to-head against the Hawks, Jaylen Brown's actually gone over this line in 3 of his last 4 matchups. Now, did miss his last matchup against them in late January, but did hit about 11 days before that as well. So, proven both out of 2 times this season, was able to hit 1 of 2. One really good game and then one not so good game. But overall, I feel very great about this play for Friday. Why is my favorite play of the day? Moving on to play number 4 to round us out, it's Kyle Filipowski under 8.5 rebounds. Filipowski's gone under this line in 6 of his last 10 games, actually in 6 straight games. He's had 2 games where he's gone for exactly 8 rebounds, and actually in his last matchup, he went for exactly 8 rebounds. Plays about 26 minutes per game over his last 10, averaging about 12 rebound chances as well. So he does have some good amount of chances at his position. Going up against the Denver Nuggets, who rank top 10 in rebounds allowed, ranked 9th. And at the center position, ranked 14th, so slightly worse in terms of rebounds allowed at 9.3 per game. Now, obviously, Filipowski's not going to be the only center playing in this matchup. So even with that average of 9.3 being about league average in terms of rebounds allowed to centers, I still feel good taking the under here. Because Filipowski plays 26 minutes, so it's not like he's playing a guy who plays 34 or 35 minutes like Jaylen Brown does, but he does play the majority of the minutes for this position. Still feel really good about the under where he's been hitting at, especially on the entire season, going under in 71% of his games. That's 50 of 70 games he's gone under this line, averaging just under 7 rebounds per game on the entire season. Head-to-head, he's actually gone under this line in 4 of his last 5 matchups against the Nuggets. Had one good game where he went for 13. Other than that, hasn't come close other than his last matchup about a little over 3 weeks ago against the Nuggets in a game that was actually pretty close, which I really don't expect in this matchup. The Nuggets are much better than the Jazz. The Jazz are a historically bad team, so I don't really expect him to come close to this line. I expect him to be more in the 6, maybe 5 rebound range. But again, another added reason why I love this under for Filipowski. So those are my 4 plays for this NBA Friday, and then I will go over my Day 6 play for the Novig 100X Challenge here shortly. So Aaron Naismith under 3.5 rebounds, Jarrett Allen over 7.5 rebounds, Jaylen Brown over 39.5 PRA, and then Kyle Filipowski under 8.5 rebounds. So those are my 4 favorite plays for NBA Friday. Now, for the Novig 100X Challenge, guys, let's quickly just recap again. We started off with Jaylen Brown over PRA, Jalen Duren under PRA, Jalen Brunson over assists, Joel Embiid over PRA, and then Kobe White over PRA last night. We are going back to the man that started the streak on day 1. My favorite play for NBA Friday, it's Jaylen Brown over 39.5 PRA. We're rolling over the winnings. So 113 to win, 206. I absolutely love this. Aside from the statistics, if you've just been watching Jaylen Brown recently, he is just everywhere on the court. Rebounds. He's so physical and strong, so athletic, shooting the ball very well. I mean, it's just quickly just go over again. I mean, playing out of his mind the last 5 games. Great matchup at the small forward position against the Hawks, who are not a very good team. A great game for Jaylen Brown to kind of stat pad and maybe take a few extra shots as well, which doesn't hurt because he's shooting 46% on 19 shots per game. Maybe shoots a couple more threes, so we pick up an extra 3 or 2. That would really be key. Rebounds, assists. I just feel so incredibly good about this matchup, and the free throws as well, I think is a key factor in that as well. So that is the Novig 100X Challenge. Guys, you guys can tail me on Novig. My code is TEEJ10, TEEJ10. You will get $50 in bonus when you play $5 in the app. So go get on that. Day 6 of the Novig 100X Challenge. Super psyched about that. And then again, my 4 favorite plays as a total for NBA Friday. And if you guys want my free plays texted to you every single day, you guys can join my Winnable store. The link is in the description below. Absolutely free. My plays get texted right to you. So I will text you this slip to you every single day, whatever my plays are, directly to you. All you have to do is sign up for the free access and get in there. So check that out. We're on a 5-0 sweep from yesterday, so we're riding hot, feeling good, coming back into the NBA. So get on there. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow for more picks.